my hair, okay? It's just not doing what I want it to do. Here's a to-do. Let me, hang on, I gotta turn this heater down now that I'm, this little wee heater I have, I have, I have, sorry, this little wee heater I have actually heats this whole room. This little wee cube heater. And so I don't, I keep the fire going all day, but I don't keep the house really hot, burning up a lot of fuel when I'm in here during the day. All right. Hello. Oh, here's what you do for all my patrons. My Cooking with Cannabis channel has taken a strike, and that means I cannot live stream from my phone. I can't live stream, I can't live stream at all for the next 7 days on that Cooking with Cannabis channel. Now, patrons, you know what that means. But hey, let me say hi. I'm gonna ask a favor in a second, okay? And it's not monetary at all. Please, it's not monetary. When I say, can you help me? It's got nothing to do with monetary. Angie Mack, Ann Lewis, Avon Leanne, Betty Randall, Helen Burke, Jean Phillips, Jennifer Hall. That's a new name. Hello. Joe Mama, Doris, Lakeside Homestead with Dave and Karen, Lori LaFleur, The Flower. Matthew, wouldn't it be nicer if people just called you Lori the Flower? Matthew Garrettson, Melody Ray, Me and You Make Acres. Hey, Angie. Our Half Acre Homestead, Railroad Ranch. Oh, my goodness. Shannon Phillips, Sherry Lee, Cheryl Brooks, and Tier. Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, here's what's going. Okay, I got to get back down over here and then go over to live chat. Okay. Hi, Elaine Whitney Gibson. Wow. Okay, thank you. Now, I'm going to ask, nothing controversial is going to be said. We're going to talk about stuff, but I'm going to ask, these are the favors. First off, I'm going to ask you, please share this live stream across your Pinterest, your Twitter, your Facebook right now. Please do that for me because I need help over the next 5 hours. And it is what it is, right? I made some of your shortbread cookies. Oh, hi, Vicky. Hi, Sinopa. MC from a cold South Mississippi. Well, sweetheart, we're at about minus 20 right now. And that's about minus 12 Fahrenheit. Okay. So what I want to ask you, and what I want to do is, if you look in the description box below this video, you will see a link for a channel of mine called Mrs. Wolfie Sings It. Now, it's just it's like a karaoke channel. I never usually even post on it. But my Cooking with Cannabis has received a strike, and I cannot live stream from this week. And I can't live stream from Mrs. Wolfie Sings It without 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 364. This is why I'm asking for your help. I need everybody to go to the description box below this video, click on and subscribe to that channel. I'm not activated. I want that at 1,000 followers so that I can live stream, right, from that channel for my patrons, because I can't risk our Half Acre Homestead or Life with the Wolfies getting strikes. I can't. They're already, YouTube takes 30% and AdSense is taking 25% off of even more. So I'm losing 55% of my income. I can't afford to have channels shut down, right? Thank you. And if you share that channel, share this live stream in your social media, so that more people can understand what I'm talking about, and then share the channel and across your social media and ask if people can subscribe to it. It's for no other reason than to get me to 1,000 subscribers on that channel today so that I can live stream from my phone. Otherwise, my patrons are going to be stuck with me live streaming from Wi-Fi with my webcam, which is crappy sound, and Wi-Fi is dicey at best here where I live. I missed the first few minutes. Well, I got when I go on with my patrons, okay, I put out, and this is what upsets me the most, is the Cooking with Cannabis channel was a functioning channel teaching people how to make edibles for pain and discomfort, right? To safely do it. When I got to 18,500 subscribers, they demonetized that channel. I can't even accept tips on that channel, completely demonetized. So I've been using it for a different purpose. I've been using it to run unlisted lives for my patrons on Monday, Wednesday, and Freaky Friday, right? And on Freaky Friday, the jukebox starts playing, and we enjoy all kinds of music and laughter and just fun, okay? But it always gets blocked afterwards because some of the music I play is copywritten. And that's fine. I don't mind if it gets blocked as long as we can do the live and have our fun, that one. But the problem is these videos and these three particular live streams have always been unlisted for patrons. But even then, they'll block the video afterwards, which is fine. But because I used 2 or 3 different words on an unlisted live stream, like I'm telling you, YouTube is killing me, okay? Because I used 2 or 3 phrases and words relevant to the what's going on in the world today, they took my unlisted live stream down. They didn't block it. They took it down, and they put a strike against my channel, which means I can't live stream on that channel for a week. And if I get 3 strikes, they take it down. So I'm trying to take one of my other defunct channels that I never use, get it to 1,000 subscribers by 8 o'clock so I can live stream tonight on it for my patrons, right? I'm not making any money off that channel. I won't make any money off that channel. I will be using it in conjunction back and forth. Now, well, here we go, Liz P. You're going to hear. Yes, I'm live. Refresh Joe Mama. Tell Joe Mama to refresh her page. Hi, Mountain Woodsy. Is that by any chance Rose? So now what I'm doing, okay, so I got into a scramble today trying to figure out how I'm going to live stream unlisted for my patrons this week, because I can't do it on Cooking with Cannabis. And if I do it, like, these are private discussions. And if I do it on Our Half Acre Homestead or Life with the Wolfies, I run the risk of getting it taken down, even though the video is unlisted, right? Thank you. Hi, Raf. So this is a temporary solution. This Mrs. Wolfie sings it. If I can get it to 1,000 subscribers by 8 o'clock, I can do my live stream, right? But I have more of a solution coming into play for what's going to happen is I do have a Rumble account, and I have just made it a paid account so that I can live stream from it. Unfortunately, unless I want to live stream through YouTube onto Rumble, which is not a good idea because they'll just mess with it, right? I can upload videos to it, but I want to be able to live stream from Rumble so that I can say what I want to say and not be penalized for it. Now, I'm not going to make any money on my Rumble channel, but I have paid the $10 a month for the basic package. And now I'm going to, as soon as I can, I'm going to pay for StreamYard, for an account on StreamYard, so that I can stream directly through Rumble. Does that make sense? 410. Oh, woot, woot, woot. We're only 590 away. So it's it is one of, hi Aldo, hi Chaos, Julie Britt, Shay. Okay, so this is what's happening. This is a stopgap measure. Getting Mrs. Wolfie Sings it up to 1,000 subscribers is just so I can live stream this week for my patrons, right? Until I get Rumble and StreamYard organized, right? Because let's face it, our half-acre homestead and life with the Wolfies and reading with Beverly Wolfie, that's my income. That's what I pay my bills with. And I cannot risk those channels anymore, right? So, give me a second. Hey, Angela. Angie and I have been working in conjunction all day trying to get my shit together. I'm 58 years old. Whenever new technology or new learning things go in the front of my brain, they get old ones that I haven't used in a year get farted out the back. So I came to a crossroads today. YouTube has tied my hands about what I can say and what I can broadcast, even when it's unlisted, right? So I either have to bow and scrape and toe the line with them, which I'm going to do for my paying channels. But I'm going to take my Patreon money and I'm going to sink it into Rumble and StreamYard every month so that patrons have a place where we don't have to use code words to talk about normal things, right? But I need Mrs. Wolfie Sings it at 1,000 today, so because I can't get Rumble set up. In order for me to get everything set up and learn how to use it, because Rumble will let me broadcast across YouTube, Twitter, everything like that. Okay, StreamYard will, but I have to have an RTMP code, a protocol code from StreamYard to embed it into my Rumble so I can stream with StreamYard through Rumble. So that's a learning curve I'm going to have to go through, and it's going to cost me money monthly. It's not going to be a lot. Between StreamYard and Rumble, it's going to cost me about $30 a month. So, and if it starts working, then, because Rumble's not going to pay me anything. I've had that channel for a year, and I've got 25 cents in my account. It's not about money. This is not about money. This is about freedom of speech. And that's all I can say. Or YouTube is going to get nasty, right? They might even get nasty about the sign that's on the wall behind me that I'm taking to the rally tomorrow. So 430, woohoo! So please share this live stream because I'm going to keep it going as long as I can. And and we're just going to talk about it and whatever. So here's the plan, okay? And this is for my patrons too. Here's the plan. Remember I said reading with Beverly Wolfie, life with the Wolfies, and our half-acre homestead are my income, right? I got the notice today that the AdSense is still, okay? YouTube takes 30% of anything I make, and that includes tips. YouTube takes 30%. And AdSense is taking 25% of what's left to pay to the US government. Now, that is being corrected. I've already talked to a lawyer, and I've given the information to my accountant. He has to, anybody, Canadian YouTubers that are having this problem, if you went through that tax thing and you ticked the wrong W8 box because you didn't think you had a US tax number and you can't get your money back, they just keep taking it, please pay attention. Okay? Hey, Seashell. Please pay attention. I phoned a tax lawyer here in Ottawa, and I told him what was going on. Okay? And I said to him, how much is it going to cost for me to hire you to fix this? And he said, you don't have to hire me, honey. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. And he did. God bless him. Right? I sent a letter to my accountant because tax season is coming up and I want him to be aware that give him advance notice. He has to go to the US Treasury online and download. Where is it? I had it right here a minute ago. Oh, it's right in front of me. He has to go to the U.S. Treasury Department and get a notice of objection to the U.S. Treasury for deductions at source. Now, I'm going to repeat that. Your accountant needs to get a notice of objection. He needs to go to the U.S. Treasury online or whatever and download a form and print it off, get the notice of objection to the U.S. Treasury for deductions at source. And what that's going to do is my accountant is he's going to fill out this objection form. I'm going to give him all showing exactly how much they've taken. He's going to fill out the objection form, and I don't know if he has to send it to the U.S. Treasury or if it goes in with my Canadian taxes. Either way, the U.S. Treasury is going to cut me a check for the money that AdSense has been wrongfully taking from me, especially since it happened in June and I corrected it the day after. On June 22nd, it became the July pay period. So in the eyes of AdSense, I corrected it in July. Okay? I corrected it in July. It is now January 2022, and they've taken their 25% again. So what'll happen is this letter will go to the U.S. Treasury. This objection will go to the U.S. Treasury. The U.S. Treasury is going to have to pay me what AdSense has taken, and then the U.S. Treasury is going to ring YouTube, Google, AdSense a new one for paying them, and then making them give it back to me, a Canadian, when the problem should have been solved 6 months ago. Make sense? So literally, I'm working twice as hard, and now it's January, and January is the hardest revenue month of all because nobody wants to buy ads in January. They're waiting for February. They did it for Christmas. They did it for Thanksgiving. They did it for Halloween, right? They did it for New Year's. But in between New Year's and Valentine's Day, it's like a black hole for ad revenue. So I'm working 3 times as hard because it's January for 55% less money. You feel me? So I'm working across 3 channels just to make my bills, just to make the bills I'm committed to making. Hey, Ruth, how's it going? I didn't see that, Mountain Woodsy. Are you Rose, or do you just not want to know? So this is like a crossroads. It's like my entire professional, if you can call this a professional life, is in massive upheaval. And I can either just quit or I can wade through the crap to get to the other side, right? Ah, Rose, good to see you, darling. Hey, Victoria. So Hi, Helen Burke. So this is what I woke up to this morning, right? AdSense still taking 25% off the top of what YouTube pays me, which is 30% less of what than what I actually make. So it's 55%. That's probably more than 55% because they're not taking 55%. They're taking 30%, and then AdSense is taking 25% of what's left, which leaves me 45% of my income. And it's January. You feel me? So what's going to happen is I'm going to start sinking my Patreon money into StreamYard and Rumble. Rumble is not an account that's going to pay me any money, but it will allow me to have my freedom of speech, and it will allow me to live stream with my patrons without having to talk in code. And if it gets successful, I can actually bring more people up with StreamYard. I can have like 10 people on my screen on Freaky Friday. So I can actually see everybody if they want to be there. This is where it's going. Okay? But that is not going to make me money. It's going to cost me money. But it's going to be, the Patreons are paying for it. And I'm getting sick and tired of my patrons paying for content and then getting shafted by YouTube. Because we can't, even unlisted, we can't have free speech. Oh, that's what I'm doing, Helen. It's all, hi, Lady J. It's all becoming very, very clear about what I have to do. I have to work my ass off, maintaining. I haven't even finished. I haven't read on my reading channel because this has been nuts. I haven't read on it in months, right? But I have to maintain Life with the Wolfies, Our Half Acre Homestead, and Reading with Beverly Wolfie. I have to maintain those. I have to get on my knees and kiss YouTube's ass to make those channels continue to pay until I can do my Rumble and StreamYard thing, and maybe with the quality of the streaming, I will get more patrons, and that will grow on its own. Does that make sense? So I have a plan, but in the short term, I have taken a strike on my Cooking with Cannabis account, which YouTube demonetized when it was at 18,500 subscribers. They won't even let me take tips on that channel. Okay. So what I need to get Mrs. Wolfie Sings It. It's in the description box below this video. Please take it. I don't care that I'm e-begging. Okay. This isn't about money. I'm e-begging so I can do my fucking job. Right. So please take the link below, subscribe, and share it across all social media, and just say she needs to get to 1,000 subscribers by 8 o'clock today. Can you help? That's all. That's all I want, is to get Mrs. Wolfie Sings It to 1,000 subscribers before 8 o'clock tonight. Help. I'm sorry. I didn't even know about the reading channel. Well, I have a reading channel. If Joshua, or if Doris or Seashell will put the link up for Life with the Wolfies and for Reading with Beverly Wolfie. The Reading with Beverly Wolfie channel started out as I recorded all the Little House on the Prairie books. There's like 9 of them that go from when Laura was a little girl until right up to the first writings of Rose. The first book of Rose, where it was On the Way Home, or what it's called. What's 447? Oh, 447. Yay! Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that channel up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not asking anybody for money. I'm just asking for help maneuvering my life until I can get Rumble and StreamYard up and running. And if it works really well, then I will get into a larger StreamYard. I will buy a larger package if it works. I will buy a larger package, and that will allow me to have people streaming with me while we're doing Freaky Friday. I'll be able to have guests on. I'll be able to have green screen stuff. You know what I mean? So Well, Ruth, if you are, I have them all recorded. I have them all recorded on Reading with Beverly Wolfe. I have A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, and somebody said that it was horrible and it should be disbarred. But A Tree Grows in Brooklyn is not only a public novel, but it's read in the public schools. It's required reading in Brooklyn, New York, as the last I heard. So I've got all the Little House on the Prairie books, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, Nine Brides in Granny Height, um, two books by my friend Sarah Sparks, Grandy's Gift and Ghost the Bootlegger's Horse. And what else books have I got in there? You know, eventually, if I can get things, if I can get the language down properly, I'm going to start reading things like Jane Austen and stuff, right? 463, woo! We need to get to 1,000. So I mean, this is, you know, January is hard for me as it is, but this is just redonkulous. You know what I mean? It's redonkulous because they're tying my hands. They're taking my money. They're taking 55% of my income and tying my hands to make it better or to grow, you know? So I have playlists on the Reading with Beverly Wolfe channel. So, and every book is a playlist. All you have to do is go through, and it tells you which book one, book two, book three, book four. And there's one of my favorite books called A Lantern in Her Hand. And they're all the chapters are on a playlist. So all you have to do is hit play playlist and go about your housework and listen to the stories. But please do. I've made the ads on most of those videos now. I've made them so they're just a banner across the bottom, so they're not annoying. I can't do it on all of them because they're old recordings, but all new recordings, there's just a banner. There's no loud commercials or anything. Well, before I start into Jane Austen, once I finished, I've got a book and a half left of the Anne of Green Gables series. I'm halfway through Anne's House of Dreams, and then there is another one after that. And when I've finished those, I'm going to go on to the Little Women, the whole book, not just the movie kind of book. I'm doing the whole Little Women after that. And then I don't know what I'm doing, but I mean, I love reading, and I still have to do my live readings. We're supposed to be doing Little House Live. We're supposed to start this month reading on Saturdays, because we've been reading Little House, reading a chapter live, and then I've pulled out the autobiography, and we're discussing what's real and what's not about her books, because although they are largely representative of her life, a lot of it is fiction, and that's why they're considered fiction. Because, you know, she's fictionalized a lot of the stuff to make them a children's book and to make dates line up and all that stuff. So not all of it's real, right? Thank you, Brenda Berry. Hello, Dolores Miller. I don't know about that one either. I will check it out also. Three Sheets Marie. Hey. So what I do on, what channel is Freaky Friday on? That's the problem. Freaky Friday is unlisted for patrons only. Maybe once or twice a year, I will go public with a Freaky Friday to show people what you get for Patreon. But what patrons get is an unlisted live stream on Mondays and an unlisted live stream on Wednesdays. I read oracle cards, right? Like I do that once a month on Life with the Wolfies for tips, doing oracle card readings. But patrons can when I'm live streaming, they can ask for a card reading anytime. Okay, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, or Freaky Friday. But Freaky Friday is where we live stream unlisted, and we listen to music and we talk and all that stuff. And YouTube has just dinged the account. I use my Cooking with Cannabis account to live stream unlisted because there's nothing more they can do to me with that account. They've already completely demonetized it and made it that I can't get tips. But they've given me a strike and I can't live stream for the next week. That's why we need to get Mrs. Wolfie Sings It up to 1,000 subscribers so I can live stream for Freaky Friday tonight. But if you want to see Freaky Friday, if you want to join in the two, we go anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how easily we can deke under, because I don't play, the music I play is copywritten. So I'll play a copywritten song and then we'll stop and we'll talk for a little bit. And that usually lets me fly under the radar, right? Until they go, okay, now we know we've caught up to you. And by then we've been streaming for 2 hours. We've had a blast and the video gets blocked. But you got to be there. You got to be there live to see it because it gets blocked afterwards, right? Fridays is a very special day. We call it Freaky Friday. Hey, Rodney Ford, how are you? Thank you. Need the Earl for Patreon. It's up above. Seashell, can you do that, sweetheart? Now, my Cooking with Cannabis channel is actually losing subscribers. It was at 18,600 and it's down to 18,400. But they've put a strike on my channel. And if I get 3 strikes, they take that channel down. They delete it, right? This is why right now we're scrambling to get Mrs. Wolfie Sings It to 1,000 subscribers so I can live stream for my patrons this week, unlisted, from my phone. I can't live stream from that channel, from Cooking with Cannabis. But the whole point, this is just a stopgap measure because I have a Rumble account now and I'm paying so that I can live stream from that. And I'm going to be paying from StreamYard so I can directly stream from StreamYard through Rumble. Because I could do that with YouTube through Rumble, but YouTube ties my hands about what I can say, right? So if I use, say, Our Half Acre Homestead to stream live through Rumble, I can get a strike on Our Half Acre Homestead, even though it's being viewed on Rumble. Do you know what I mean? I cannot afford to get any more strikes. They're already taking 55% of my income until it gets sorted out. And then they go back to taking 30% of my income. So the Rumble channel is not about money. The Mrs. Wolfie Sings It, getting it to 1,000 subscribers today, is not about money. Mrs. Wolfie Sings It needs to be at 1,000 subscribers so I can live stream today and Monday and Wednesday and next Friday. I can afford to take strikes on that channel. You feel me? Until I go, then I'm going to go next week. I'm going to go to the CIBC and I hate banks. Because Howie has a pay-as-you-go credit card through CIBC. But now that I'm going to be paying for Rumble and StreamYard and other things, I'm going to set it. I'm going to go to the CIBC because we have our mortgage with them. I'm going to open a really low, just a tiny, tiny checking account with almost no, like 3.9% fees, right? Or, $3.99 a month fees. And I'll have that checking account so that I can get a prepaid Visa attached to that account because my credit union doesn't do that. And then I'm going to send my Patreon money every month into that account, put it on the card so I can pay for StreamYard and Rumble, and I can beef up those accounts more. I can buy bigger packages with them so that my patrons get more out of my Rumble. Now, yes, you have to be signed up to Rumble, but not only my live streams are going to be unlisted through Rumble. My videos, if you want to hear my opinion, my real opinion on things, I have videos on Rumble for that. And you don't have to pay. It's like YouTube. You just make an account and then you can watch them. Am I making any sense? Hey, Village Stetter, Joe Savo. Whose birthday? Joe Mama. Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday to you. Mwah! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Joe Mama. Happy birthday to you. I love you, Joe. I know you're going through a really rough time and you're in my prayers daily. You know that, right? Well, I don't live stream on our half acre homestead anymore. I don't. I do 2 live streams a week, public, on Life with the Wolfies. You'll find the link up above in the chat. I do 2 public live streams, Thursday and Sunday, on Life with the Wolfies. And I do 3 unlisted live streams a week for patrons, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Freaky Friday. Right? So I don't live stream much on our half acre homestead anymore. The only reason I'm live streaming right now is because I need the backing of as many people as I can get my hands on to bring Mrs. Wolfie Sings It up to 1,000 subscribers by 8 o'clock tonight so that I can stream for my patrons. Otherwise, I'm going to have to, you know, I have to have 1,000 subscribers to live stream from a channel. And this is a channel, the channel in the description box below this video. This channel is just like where I go to sing and have fun and karaoke. I rarely even go there anymore. But it's handy if I can get it up to 1,000 subscribers so I can live stream, right? Hey, Emily, how are you? You're well, Joe. Thank you. You know, there's very few people I can actually talk to that understand what I'm going through and understand and get me. It's not like I can come on here and sing the blues, right? Nobody wants to come here and hear me sing the blues. Right? No, nobody wants to hear that crap. So 9 times out of 10, when I'm live streaming or I'm putting up a video, I'm putting on a face now because I'm panicking. YouTube's crushing me. AdSense and Google are crushing me. I'm getting 45% of my rightfully earned money. 45%. Right? So this is forcing me to branch out in a new direction. Right? So Rumble is not going to pay me. I mean, I've had the account for a year. I've got a few videos on it, and I've earned 25 cents, right? Hey, Kelly Chaos, how's it going? Auntie Pam, wow. What is the Rumble channel? Well, I'll tell you, because I'll give it to you. I will post that link. Now, don't go to the channel if you don't want to hear my, political views and stuff. That's basically what it's for. Now here, hang on a second. Let's do this. Thank you. This is my Rumble account. And right now, it's kind of like YouTube. I have videos there, right? This is Mrs. Wolfie in the raw, pretty much. Raw on Rumble, right? I call it grumbling on Rumble, right? But they allow me to post stuff that I can't post anywhere else, not even on TikTok, right? So, well, thank you, Yoshi. So, thank you, Callie. So, Auntie Pam, hi. It's not easy. Just don't overextend yourself in a rush and hit one of those walls. No, I get it. I get it. This is the crossroads today. I woke up to a strike on a channel that's not even monetized. And the live streams I do on it are unlisted. I got a strike on that channel. 2 more, they take it down. Enough is friggin' enough, YouTube. Right? And it was for saying words that everybody says every day. But I'm not allowed to say it on live unlisted stream. So they're tying my hands. So Rumble is going to be completely, it's not, Rumble, the Rumble account is not about money because I'm not going to earn anything from it. Okay. But my patrons you deserve to get to know me better through, videos I put on Rumble. My patrons deserve to have the best possible streaming experience I can give them, correct? Because they're paying me $5 a month, right? So I'm just going to go and I'm going to get a bank account through CIBC, and then I'm going to get a prepaid Visa. Nothing will ever induce me to walk into the Wakefield National Bank ever again, because I consider all banks to be crooks. But I will go to the CIBC. I'll get a $3.99 a month checking account, and then I will get a prepaid Visa, and I will have all of my Patreon put on that Visa so that I can start giving my patrons the content that they deserve. The truth, my opinions, music, laughter, candid conversation. And if it works and it rolls up a little bit bigger with my Patreon account, I'm going to be able to have people on screen with me, up to 10 people on the screen, so we can all see each other and talk and laugh while we're doing Freaky Friday. Like, these are the experiences I'm trying to create, and YouTube just keeps smacking me down. So it's there. Keep looking. It's a little different. So I don't see a place where you can add for notification. Actually, go on one of the videos and it should offer you a place to subscribe. Hang on a second. Let me look. Let me just see. I'll try again. Okay. I'm going to try again. Okay. Update, upload photo. Okay, now account overview. See, I'm at 28 cents. It's like I've had this account, I don't know how long. Okay. No, I don't want to sign out. Account overview. Account options. I'm still getting used to Rumble. Okay. Policy violations. Oh, you mean it's not a channel? I don't know. Okay, hang on a second. What's licensed videos? My content. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Ah, there it is. Okay. I'm going to give you the video done and done. And you can open that video and there will be a subscribe button, okay? I just gave you the general channel link in it, and you have to actually open a video, and then it'll allow you to subscribe to the channel, right? Thank you, Callie. Really? Honestly, Aldo, you think I'll reach 1,000 in the next couple of hours? Oh, thank you, God. I'm telling you. You know what? For all your help, who wants a card reading? Does anybody want a card reading? Because, I mean, I usually do it for tips, but you guys are helping me so much that I would just love to do an oracle reading for somebody, right? But I woke up this morning to that channel being struck and not being able to live stream, and finding out that now that it's 2022, AdSense is still docking me for US taxes, which they're not supposed to do, even though I corrected it. So it was one of those mornings where I just didn't want to get out of bed. You know what I mean? Yes, card. Nina! Hey, darling. Okay. Somebody keep track of who said yes. All right, let's start with Nina. Nina, do you want Starseed Oracle? The Universe Has Your Back, or Soul's Journey? You have let me just cleanse them here. This is something I normally do on Life with the Wolfies, but I just want to, I just wanted to reach as many people as possible today. I am lighting sage. Oh, sacred smoke of the white sage, please cleanse us of negative intent, negative energy. May I be receptive, truthful, and honest. Okay. So, now who's first? No, I'm not leaving YouTube. No. I'm not leaving YouTube until I have something better in the offing, right? The channel name's Mrs. Wolfie. The channel name on Rumble is Mrs. Wolfie. So, now, Starseed. Okay. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to bring this down here a little to the best of my ability. This is the Starseed Oracle cards. And my hand is finally healing so I can shut. Whoa! All right. Don't get excited here. This is a... Now, do you have a question, Nina, or do you just want a general reading? Nina, do you have a question or just a general reading? Callie, well, then put Callie Chaos second, okay? Seashell, can you redo that list and do Callie Chaos second? Question about future job change. Okay. This is for Nina. Whoa, there it is. Ah, you got two. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. You got, and they're both upright. You got jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. This means that if you're looking for a job, you're going to get an opportunity and you're going to want to jump in and embrace the change. It's not going to be something you're used to, but we're all embracing change today, right? And your other card was the Courageous Peony. Do you know what? These are the two cards that got stuck in my keyboard, Angie. The Courageous Peony. You are multifaceted with a unique nature. Let yourself be seen, Nina. All right? Courage. Jump in. Let yourself be seen. You have a lot of unique talents to bring to the table in a new job search. Does that help? Okay, who is next, Seashell? Callie Chaos. Do you want the Soul's Journey, The Universe Has My Back, or Starseed Oracle? Who's in jail? Okay, Callie, which deck would you like? Oh, good. Okay. Hi, Linda. How are you? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Malka. You guys, I used to have a digital moderator, but it started wreaking havoc, so I deleted it. But there's some kind of ghost bit of it stuck in my computer, and nobody is timing you out. Nobody is getting rid of you unless you're being rude, crude, belligerent, or otherwise disrespectful. Nobody's going to boot you. But if you do too many capital letters, too many emoticons, or too large of a message, or you repeat yourself the same message over and over again, it'll boot you. And it's not us. I have no control over it. Okay, Malka. All right. Callie Chaos. Soul's Journey. Okay, do you have a specific question, or you just want the encouragement of whatever I give you? Whatever I get from the card. It's time she add my name to the list. What list, sweetheart? Callie Chaos has requested a Soul's Journey card. So let's see what the Soul's Journey has to say for Callie Chaos. Woo! Two of them. Worry and trust. And they're both upright. Worry and trust. Am I learning that worry doesn't change an outcome? What I'm getting from this is that you're worrying far, far too much about inconsequential things in your life. They may not feel inconsequential, but there's nothing you can do about them. So why are you wasting your energy? Does that make sense? And this one is trust. You got to trust your inner voice. Stop worrying about things that are beyond your control and trust your instinct, your intuition, your intelligence, and your own energy. Lisa! Oh my goodness, thank you very much. If you'll put Lisa on the list too, Seashell, I'm going to give her a reading as well. So does this make... Yes. All right. So you are worrying about things you have no control over. And if you can learn the key of saying it is what it is, meaning I have no control over it, don't waste your energy, trust your instincts, trust your connection with your faith, trust your connection with your inner meter that knows the difference between right and wrong. Okay? Who's next? Who's next? Number 4. Who's number 3? Who's number 3? Lisa. Hey, Kev Pie. How are you? Okay, Lisa, what would you like? Lisa Archie, which deck would you like? Which deck would you like? The Soul's Journey, The Universe Has Your Back, or the Starseed Oracle? Hey, Diane, how are you? Where is Lisa Archie? We need to know which cards you want me to pull from. And if this keeps up, I'm going to have to add a deck. Oh, Buffalo Estate? Where's Lisa? Dealer's Choice of Cards. Lisa, Soul's Journey. And then it's Buffalo Estate, right? Okay. Soul's Journey. For Lisa, for Lisa Archie. See if they've got anything more to say, because I think that one came right off the bottom. Whoa! Okay, here we go. All right. Lisa, you got freedom upside down and pride right side up. Now, upside down does not mean you're not going to have freedom. It's saying, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. But the card is upside down because I don't think you realize that you do have the freedom and power of free will to create your own happiness. You're not aware. Everything good comes from our connection to your source of faith. Everything good comes when we're grounded and we're centered. And you can, use your free will to create your own happiness. Nobody's stopping you but you. Okay? And here you got the Pride card, upright, which means I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So you know what I'm hearing? You're not treating yourself you're not allowing yourself the freedom to be everything you can be. That's wonderful. You need to start looking and seeing yourself reflected in the people that love you. Okay? So put these things two together and you can have your happiness. It is within your grasp. Next. You don't want to what? Buffalo. Is it Buffalo? Buffalo Estates. And then Malka, and then Lisa Archie. Right. Oh, Lisa Archie. Okay, Buffalo Estates. Love your done and done. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to give Buffalo Estates a minute to pick their cards. I'll be right back. I have to use the Lulu, okay? Pray my knees make it through the make it to the rally tomorrow. I'm going to have to take my walker as it is. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh. No. Let's take this down for now. Don't want YouTube thinking I'm, advocating for free speech or anything. Oh. Oh, I love walking into the room after I've saged it. Now, Lisa, I got to say this. Lisa Arkey, thank you so much for the financial support. But you know what? If you joined my Patreon, you only pay $5 a month and you get 3 unlisted live streams a week. And that's including Freaky Friday, right? Okay, who's next, Shell? Hey, Rosie. Oh, Mercury in retrograde. Don't even get good. That's my problem right now, as I can't figure out anything. Hi, EJM. How's it going? You said Village Homesteader, Leanne B. Is that who I'm reading for? Village Homesteader. Okay. Hi, Chloe. All right, Village Homesteader. What card would you like? What deck would you like to choose from? The Starseed Oracle, the Universe Has Your Back, or Soul's Journey? You pick, and then I will start to shuffle. Well, thank you, Lisa. It'll be wonderful to have you. Soul Journey. Okay. Will I have a major change in my household? Wow. Soul's Journey. Okay. Holy crap. Jeez and crackers. Look at this. And okay, here we go. Shoot, there goes mine. Okay. You got 2 cards upright and 1 upside down. Trust. Again, geez, we're hearing this one a lot, eh? Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay? So you got to be listening to your inner voice. I can't remember what the question was. Will you have a major change in your household? Okay. You have to trust that your inner voice is going to be guiding you, and you have to listen to that. You have to trust your own instincts. But you're facing indecision on something. You're facing indecision, and you need to use your intuition. It says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So you've got to trust your intuition and use your intuition in all aspects of your life, because there's a negative change coming. It's not necessarily negative, okay? It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, okay? Or without change. But this is not an easy change for you. Whatever's coming, okay, it's not going to be easy, but you're going to have to trust your intuition, and you're going to have to apply that trust of your intuition to all your decisions. Shit or get off the pot. Change is coming. Only you can make it a smoother transition. Does that make sense? Louis Anderson. Why does that name sound familiar? Okay, Leanne Bishop's next. Leanne B. Okay. Okay, good. Wait a minute. Doesn't Lisa get a card? You're welcome. You're welcome, Leanne. Malka, let's do Malka. Which card do you want, Malka? I'm thinking Lonnie Anderson in my head. I saw Louis Anderson and I heard Lonnie Anderson. Did I read yours? Okay. Number 4 is Malka. Meatloaf's dead? No. Are you kidding me? Soul Journey for Malka. Whoa. Sorry, and I didn't show you what I was doing here. Oh my God. Do you know what this is? This is the flower of life. It's sacred geometry. Your card, Malka, is relationships. And it came up, right? I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. But you're not. You are attracted to people who serve your higher good, but you're still making questionable decisions in your relationships. Does that make any sense? It's a 50-50 split. There are people in your life that you're attracted to that are not good for you. So you need to be more attracted to people, hang with the people that support your growth and your journey. Okay, Malka? Anybody next? Oh, Louis! Louis! Oh, I love Louis. Short little guy with a really, Louis Anderson, right. And Meatloaf died? Oh, man. Okay. All right. Does anybody else want a card? So we've gotten to the point. We've been here for an hour, so I want to say it again. If you're just showing up, please go to the link in the description box below this video and please subscribe to that channel. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you to do anything else. Just subscribe to that channel. I need to get it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the day because my usual live streaming channel that I do unlisted has taken a strike and I can't live stream from that channel for a week. My mom is really, really disappointed because my brother was going to get her his autograph in April. Oh, thank you, Linda. When did he pass? Soul Journey, Samantha Whitehall. General question, please. Wow, the Soul's Journey are getting a lot of last night. Hi, Queenie. The channel in the description box below this video. And please, if you will, folks, if you haven't done it already, please share this live stream on all your social media. Just share it. And then please go to the channel in the link below this description. Please go to the channel in the link in the description box. This is bothering my eyes. Below the video, this video, to Mrs. Wolfie Sings It. Please subscribe to that channel and share that channel on all your social media saying, can you please help my friend get to 1,000 subscribers? That's all I want. Okay? Now, who's getting the reading? Oh, okay, Samantha. Okay. Let's turn this back on. This is the Starseed Oracle. The universe has your back. And now we're doing one for Samantha Whitehall. Whoops. Okay. You got 2, Samantha. Again, holy crap. What is going on? I mean, I am shuffling. Excuse me. This is not... Okay. You got the upside down freedom card. Once again, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You do possess the power and free will to create your own happiness. You're listening to the wrong people. You're listening to people telling you what to do when it doesn't necessarily coexist peacefully with what your path or journey is. Does that make any sense to you? There are people, you have the freedom of free will. Thank you, Queen Nee. Ever heard of baking in a can? Yes, I've done it. A tomato juice can, a large tomato juice can. You can make bread in them. But I don't recommend it just because you want to make sure all the lining's taken out and the metal is questionable, right? Okay, so you have the freedom and the free will to make your own happiness, but you're listening to the wrong people. There's a bunch of people telling you you can't. And you can, darling. You can shovel the path to your own happiness. And those who don't support that, you just don't listen. That's your option, okay? Self-esteem was your second card, and it was upright. And it says, I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. But you're not seeing it because you're listening to the wrong people. Does that make sense? Cheryl Brooks is next. What is VUN, FYI? Whoa! Apparently, yeah, thank you. Who was, okay, good. Okay. Cheryl Brooks. I said your name and one of these, okay, good. One of these came out of the Soul's Journey. If you want me to shuffle from another deck, please say so now. But this one has something to say to you. Because as soon as I said your name, it flew out. Oh, yeah. Well, trolls are inevitable, right? We just don't feed them. Trolls live on attention. And if you starve them, if you don't give them any attention, they go away. So who am I talking? Cheryl? Do you want me to take a card from another deck as well? Like a moist diaper? Really? Oh, no. From canning. No. That's canned bread. We're talking about baking bread in a can, I think. You're kind of manic today? Are you really qualified to make that diagnosis, Malka? I'm not manic. I woke up. I woke up taking 2 shots to the chin from YouTube and AdSense. And this is me working in solution and sharing myself. Nothing manic about me, honey. Okay, well, what other deck do you want, Cheryl? Oh, you'll take it. Okay. You got the friendship card. And it was upright. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay? Now, there's a specific friend in your life right now that you're not sure why they're in your life. But there is a reason. But understand this. Everybody who comes into our life for different lengths of time. Some people come to meet you and then they depart. Some people come to teach you a lesson and they stay longer until you get the lesson. And some people come into your life for a lifetime. And that's rare. I only have 2 or 3 people like that in my life, okay, that aren't family, all right? But you have a friend that you're not sure why they're in your life. You're not sure why they're there, but they're there for a reason. So pay attention to all the signals and signs that friendship. Make sure the friendship is what it is. And they're there for a reason, okay? I said what so quickly that passed by you? Hey, Gail, how are you? 498, so we only have 502 more to go. Star Oracle General Reading. Leanne Bishop. Star Oracle. Starseed Oracle, okay. This is for, I thought I was doing Village, I got Village Homesteader and Leanne Bishop mixed up. Okay. This is for Leanne Bishop. YouTube channel issues? Yes. That's not going to work, is it? My hands aren't strong enough today. Winter is not good for my hands. Leanne Bishop. Whoa, there you go. See, as soon as I said your name, it flew out. Oops. This is a really powerful card, Leanne. Okay? And I'm sorry about all the wiggling around here, folks, but I'm doing the best I can. You know what? Never mind. You ready for this, Leanne? You got a really powerful card. You got the weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Do I have to expand on that? Apparently, there's something weighing you down incredibly heavily, but it's not your burden to carry, sweetheart. It's not your burden to carry. Put it down. Walk away, and you will feel much more. Excuse me. You'll feel lighter. You won't realize how light you will feel because you've been carrying this burden for a really, really long time. Put it down. It's not yours to carry. Okay? Kitty just jumped on the iPad. Your life is in a shamble. Okay, what card do you want, KG? Gail Smith. Is Gail Smith? Oh, no, yeah, that's at Gail Smith. Is there there is a long list? Okay, give me the next name. I'm relying on Seashell here to give me the next name. Okay, you understood that card then, right? I'm going to switch out the Soul's Journey card. Hey, Denise! I'm going to switch out the Soul's Journey card. For Gaia, which is the planetary card, the planet card. Linda, do you want... I said your name and a card popped out from a new deck, so I can't touch these until I've got the name. Linda, do you want Gaia, Starseed Oracle, or Soul's Journey? Soul's Journey, not Soul's Journey. The universe has your back. These are more encouragement cards, okay? God bless you. God bless you, Seychelle. My Patreon name, there's a link in the chat for it. Linda, Watch Village. Okay, gotta go. Take care, sweetheart. Watch how many emoticons you use or you'll get booted. Any card. Well, let's do... Well, John Smith, you can just, leave, You don't have to, be here, right? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. You got two cards. They're just screaming. Okay. Okay. Linda Saya. Now, these came out upside down. Peace and Sacred Earth Mother. Now, these came upside down because what I'm getting from these is that you're searching for peace. You're searching to be grounded and centered and in tune with yourself. And the best way that this is telling you to do it is to ground and center with the earth. The earth is a living thing. We don't live on the earth. We live with the earth. And if you can get your center, where you link with your faith, to also link with the Earth Mother, then you will find more peace. You will be able to breathe. I'm having trouble that you're having a really hard time breathing around a football in your chest for some reason. So you need to ground and center and with the earth and find your core where it connects with everything around you. And then use your inner meter so that if you go, does that someone goes, oh, well, you're just talking nonsense. And you go, and your meter goes, you listen to that. and you will have peace, but you're having a really hard time finding peace of soul right now. Does that make sense? What's LOTR? I have no idea. Has anybody been met? Would love one. Okay, Julie. Okay, Julie Otson. If I've missed anybody, please talk to doing capital letters to Seashell. But right now we've got Julie Otson and Watercropper. Okay, Julie. Take care, Sheila. Thank you. Julie, do you want The Universe Has Your Back? Do you want Starseed Oracle? No, I'm switching out Starseed Oracle. It's something else is calling to me here. Okay, now we have, because these have all been cleansed, because they're all sitting right here next to my sage. All right. I have Universe Has Your Back, the Energy Oracle, or Gaia. KG. I wish I was in tune to the inner. Not everybody is, Avon Leanne. You know what, guys? This is making me crazy. Not everybody, but you can get there. Okay, I have to unplug this. Can you guys still hear me? This is making me nuts. There, that should work. And I should be able to do, yes, I can do that. Okay, who's next? Chloe, KG, and Regina Berryla. Okay, so I got to do this in order. Chloe. Hey, Hell House. Okay, save that, Julie, because I got to do Chloe, KG, and Regina first. Okay, so Chloe, which card do you want? The Universe Has Your Back, or the Energy Oracle, or the Gaia card? You pick. I'm going to do the Energy Oracle, aren't I? No, I'm not. You know what's calling to me is the Universe Has Your Back. So let's do this. Oh, God, I hate this stupid thing. All right. This is for Chloe. Jacqueline Green. Okay. All right. Just keep the list. This is for Chloe. The Universe Has Your Back, Chloe. Guess not. I guess it is the Energy Oracle. Whoa, I guess it is. All right. Oh, my God. Chloe. Wow. Chloe, you got the broken heart. But what I'm seeing is it has happened. Your heart has been really hammered hard in the last year, maybe two, but it mostly I'm feeling the last year. Your heart's been broken, but if you look really closely, it's mending, it's healing. It was somebody you were really, really attached to. Okay? There's been some kind of division between you and somebody you're really attached to. But it will heal. You just have to give it time. Give them time, space, and know that there's nothing you can do about what's happening right now except stay true to who you are. And to your beliefs, and pray. Does that make sense? Who was this? This was for Chloe. Okay. Who's next? During a live chat during the summer of 2020 and lifted my spirit. This live came on my phone out of the blue. I'm asking for a starseed. Okay, Gail is. Who is next? Is Gail next? Okay. Who's next to Seashell? KG. You're welcome, Chloe. KG. I've already gotten a card for you from the Energy Oracle, so I hope you're not. Did Linda get her reading? KG is right now. KG, I need which deck you want. The universe has your back. Oh God, these energy cards are going crazy. Oh, me, okay. Right. Okay. No, I did you, Linda. I'm sure I did it, didn't I? Well, that's so nice to know, Gail. I'm glad I helped to lift your spirits. Okay. KG, any. It's the energy oracle cards. Okay, this is KG is really obscure. Can you give me a first name or a nickname that you go by? Okay? Because then it's going to speak louder to the energy. Does that make sense? KG, so can you give me whoa, well maybe not, but let's try that again. KG. Crid. Whoa, there we go. All right. You got envy and community. Now, if you look at envy, be careful, because somebody's on the outside looking into your life, and on the outward, they're very loving and supported, but secretly they're envying you. Be really careful, if you know who this person is, in handling their emotions, because envy can turn dark in a heartbeat. So handle that person with kid gloves. There's somebody out there that envies your position, your job, I'm getting relationship, or somebody envying a relationship. So be careful with that. And the other one is community. You have a great community of friends, more friends than family. I'm getting more. Your community is more your family than your family is. Am I getting that right? So keep fostering your community of the people that support your growth, and watch out for that one that's envying. Okay, because the envy card isn't you, it's somebody else. It's telling me it's somebody else. Does that make sense? KG, Crid? All right, next, Regina, and then Beach Flower. Whoops, jeez. Regina, I just said your name and 2 cards fell. Oh, well, thank you. Just ask Seashell to put you on the list. I'm going to go. I can only go for a little bit longer because I'm an hour and a half into. Are we? Oh my God, we're doing this on Wi-Fi. I'm so shh, or it'll crap out on me just saying it. Okay, who's next? Regina, right. Ooh, Regina. You got Angel of Love. Now, the Angel of Love is upside down. The Angel of Love is trying to get your attention, because the Angel of Love is trying to get your attention, but you're not paying attention. You're looking in other directions for love. And the angel of love is saying, no, 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 it's over here. This is man holding a heart. Now, if you look, he's holding it very casually and relaxed. This man is really comfortable holding your love. But you're looking in the wrong place. He's right in front of your eyes, or they are right in front of your eyes. Excuse the pronoun. The love that the angel of love is trying to talk to you about is right there. So listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Do some meditation. Listen to the angel of love, because you're ignoring her. Don't know. That one was really like, there is no arguing with that one. All right, who's next? Beach Flower. Beach Flower, and then M. Horlicher and Franz. Okay, I have to say those names again because I know I skipped you. Jeez. I don't know who this one's for, but I'm going to try and... Beach flower. Energy oracle. Oh, Julie. Okay. Beach, you're next. I got to do Julie. She asked long ago. Julie, you're welcome. Did it make any sense? Because these don't necessarily make sense to me. Right? All right. Julie. And then beach flower. And then Seashell will tell me. Hi, Alan. That's okay, Karen. Julie Otson. Okay. Here we go, Julie. Oops. I just shuffled these. Like, this is for Julie Otson. Whoa. Wow, these cards are, what is it, coming close to Valentine's or something? The door to romance. Now, if you look very carefully, there's a heart inside a cage. And that heart has a keyhole. The door to romance. The key to the door to romance. And I'm not necessarily talking roses and flowers and hearts. But the key to the door to your romantic life is in you. Okay? It's up to you to stop guarding your heart locked away behind doors and in a cage. Take your heart out of a cage. Take the key and open the door to love. Does that make any sense? All right. That was for Julie. Jacqueline Green. Hey, Karen. Okay. Gaia, the universe has your back, or energy oracle. Jacqueline. Jacqueline Green. Okay. Gail? Didn't I do you? Okay. So we're going to do Jacqueline, Gail. Okay, any card. I'm going to stick with the energy oracle. They seem to be really excited today. It's like I haven't used them in a while. And they're like, oh, pick me, pick me. Okay, so Jacqueline Green, we're going to do the energy oracle cards. And one has already fallen out. We'll give it one more shuffle. Because I like the ones that flip out on their own. There we are. Jacqueline Green. Wow. Okay. Your first card is anxiety. Do I need to explain this one to you? You are causing yourself unnecessary anxiety over something. Again, it is something beyond your control. So you need to just let it go, or it's going to eat you from the inside out. Do you understand? You aren't going to be able to control it if you don't let it go. All right? This anxiety, whatever it is, and I know how hard it is to hear someone say, just let it go, because anxiety can be really tenacious. So do some deep breathing. Make a pro and cons list. Make a list of things that you can control and of things that are beyond your control, and write them down. Okay? And then burn the list of the things that is beyond your control and focus on the list of the things that are in your control, and you will have less anxiety. These cards are screaming. Thank you, Fran. I know you're coming. Your next card is strategy. Okay? I just gave you the strategy, okay, to manage your anxiety. All right? Focus on what you can control and what you can't. If there's things that are beyond your control, write them down, but also make a positive list of things that are in your control. That was this next card. It's because I'm holding them, they just bled into each other. And then comes walking away. Wow. Okay. So you've got this anxiety. We have a clear strategy on how to deal with it. And then Once you have your list of things you can't control, read them over, and then one by one, cross them off and burn that paper. Throw it in the wood stove, burn it in your sink, but walk away from the things you cannot control. Okay? I can't even remember who that was for. Hang on a second, folks. Give me a minute to recharge, okay? I have to recharge because I'm getting drained. All right? So, because if I don't recharge, I take on the energies, and it muddies the waters for the next reading. So, okay. I'm boosted and I'm cleansed. Next, Fran, which card do you want? Life's too short. That's right, Laura. Throw your uncomfortable. Who's next? Gail. You just got an energy. And another. No, that didn't flip over. So, whoop, there you go. All right. These seem to be the cards that want to talk the most. Now, I can't remember if these were upside down. Yeah, they were upside down because that's the way I would have picked them up. You got, Gail, you got action and indecision, and they're both upside down. So what I'm getting from this is you need to take action. There's something that you're sitting on and it's stagnating. And if you don't take action with this, it's going to be out of your hands. But your indecision is crippling you on this. So again, go to a point where you have to sit down and have a strategy about how to handle this indecision so that you are freed up to take action. There's something that's crippling you. There's a decision that you just don't want to make because you know it's going to force you to take action and you're just not ready for it. You think you're not ready for it. You are. Okay? That was Gail. M. Horlicher. That almost happened. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with these cards because, well, for now, because after a while they get, that was close. M. Horlicher. And my hands are getting sore. Whoa, there we go. Woo! Fourth chakra. Archangel Raphael. Okay, M. Horlicher. The fourth chakra, the Archangel Raphael. Archangels are angels that battle for you. Okay? Archangel is a battling angel. I don't know much about Raphael except that Raphael is a fierce defender of truth. And your fourth chakra is your heart chakra. See how it's green? That's your heart chakra. So there's something going on that you're battling in your heart. You're really having a battle. There's something in your heart that you're really battling. I don't know. I don't think it's physical. I think it's partially physical, but it's mostly emotional. And you're battling with it. You gotta know that that you have to face it, but you don't have to face it alone. You have spiritual help, okay? But do face it before the heart chakra becomes a blocked chakra, and then love will never make sense. Does that make sense? Myrline. Who's next? Fran. That's a great name. Francie. And then beach flower. Okay. Fran. We want a reading for Fran. Oh, there we are. Okay, these came up like this. Ooh. You got the envy card upside down, and you got the magician and the mirror right side up. I don't know what the book says about these cards, folks. I'm just going on what I'm getting from them. You're having an issue with envy on your part. There's something, don't bother to deny it. There's something in you that you are envying. But what you're not seeing is that you are a magician who's mirroring that. Okay? You're not a magician who's mirroring that. You are capable of, in your actions, this is coming to the forefront. Something's going on, that somebody has something or somebody's withholding something. And it's not so much envy as it is righteous indignation. But the envy is because of how easily they duped you. Does that make sense? So what you have to do is you have to look in the mirror and see what your part in whatever this is, your responsibility. You got to take partial responsibility for what's going on here, because it is within your power to look in the mirror, see it, and deal with it, because then you will rise above. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's beach flower. Beach flower. Okay, I'm running out of time, folks. I really am, and energy. So this is beach flower. Beach flower does not want the energy oracle cards. Beach flower wants the Gaia cards. Yep. Beach flower. Was that Connie? Yep. Beach flower, you got the goddess of creation. Transformation, creativity, and wholeness. This is what you're working towards right now. You're on a path. You're on a path of being grounded and centered with everything in the energies around you. You are rising through the noise, is what I'm hearing. And it comes as liberation. So you are being liberated by your soul's path journey. It's liberating you. Keep up the good work. You're grounding, you're centering, you're opening yourself to the possibilities of the universe. And you're just beginning to realize that when you're open, it's like a parachute, right? It only works if it's open. But when you're open, all things become possible, even things we always thought impossible. I've been doing cards for years. I haven't actually been doing cards for years. I got to take a break, guys. I got to take a break. My hands are getting really sore. I've been doing cards. Okay, it's a long story, okay? When I was a little girl, before I was born, certain gifts became apparent in my family before I was born. And they were pretty powerful gifts. So what happened was I was born in 1964. So prior to that, the world was not necessarily open to children who could read people's minds and energies and hearts. Okay. And it became a problem for my family. And my father put his foot down and said, this stuff stops here. Now, then my other brother and I were born. There were 3 other siblings before us. And I didn't know. Okay, this is where it gets convoluted. I didn't know that the gifts that my family had were not to be used. I wasn't told. So every time my gifts became apparent, it got squashed. For instance, I was 11 years old. Now, my parents made sure we had a full library of the Time Life Science and Nature books, Time Life Science books, Time Life Nature books, the Encyclopedia Britannica, the oceanography of what was the Frenchman's name who was really popular on ocean stuff? Jacques Cousteau. We had all these books at our disposal. We were encouraged to read and learn to read, all of us, at a very young age. Like 4 years old, we could read Dick and Jane. Okay? Dick and Jane, Sally, and and stuff. So at 11 years old, I mean, every one of us had a lamp over our bed so we could read at night. Our parents were really, really forward on self-educating yourself, not just eating whatever is given to you by the school system or anything else. Think for yourself, right? So I got this book. Somebody gave me this book by Stephen King. Or did I pick? No, I picked it up at one of those school white elephant sales. And it was called Carrie. Yeah, I get you, Diane. Well, see, but the circumstances prior to my birth made like where it might have been encouraged later on in life, like in the 80s or 90s, had made my father stamp out and not encourage any gifts at all. And then my mother passed away when I was 9. And at 11 years old, I was reading this book, Carrie. And I was like, wow. Right? I had gone from books like, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, to Stephen King overnight. Okay. So I started reading Carrie. And my dad was in bed in his room down, across the landing by the bathroom. And I'm in my bed and I'm reading this book. And I get to the point where she starts researching telekinesis and stuff. And she's, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool stuff. Right. And so I said, Dad, listen to this. I called down the hallway, listen to this. And I'm laying in bed and I read him all this books about moving objects with your mind and focusing energies and all that stuff. And my father, the first time and the only time in my life, well, not the only time he made the voice of authority. My dad was the voice of authority in our house, but it was the first time he used this voice about books. He said, "What are you reading?" And I could hear it. It was like, it's called Carrie. He said, "Who writes it? Who's the author?" I said, "Stephen King." He said, "Throw that book in the goddamn garbage right now." And I went, "What?" My father, the advocate who spent much and much of his hard-earned pay making sure that we had a library so that we could be open-minded, told me to throw away a book. I didn't understand. I'm a big Stephen King fan, by the way. I read it later on in life. So later on in life, when my son Arthur was born, and he was a toddler, he was like 2. It was just before Howie and I met. Okay, sweetheart. Sorry, we have to have a Gracie break. Gracie break! So it was just before Howie and I met. Arthur was just turned 2. He was very advanced for his age. He's always been a really advanced child. You gotta have your couple of minutes, do ya? Do you want a treat now? Oh, you want your back scratched. Okay. Oh, all right. There you go. That's it. Mommy's busy. I know. I know. Here, have a treat. Have a treat. You want a treat? Oh my goodness, you're so cute. That's the come hither look, we call it, folks. When she looks back over her shoulder. So anyway, years later, I'm now 26 years old. I have a 2-year-old toddler. And I went to visit my dad with Arthur. Like, I'd phone my dad. He lived in Apsley. I lived in Peterborough. And I'd phone him and say, can I come up for a few days? And he'd say, sure. When do you want to come? And he'd come down because I didn't have a car. He'd come down to Peterborough and he'd pick me up and he'd take me home for a couple of days and we'd visit. We only ever made it past 3 days because, it gets, Dad and I would get to the point where, blah, 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 blah. And then we go, yeah, it's time for me to go home, right? So anyway, we're at my dad's. And God, these are long stories. I know, really, right? If Gracie's like, hi, Joyce. So anyway, I'm at my dad's visiting. And now Arthur, even at 2, knew about boundaries. He knew you don't go into Granddad's room, right? Now, my dad's best friend was my Uncle Jim, Angela Passmore's grandfather. He was my mom's older brother. My dad grew up with my mom's family right around the corner. So he was good friends with my Uncle Bill. Like there were 13 of them. But his friends closest to his age was Uncle Bill, Uncle Jim, and Uncle Joe, right? So, but my mom fell in love with him at 5 years old. So Uncle Jim, when we moved up to Apsley, one of the reasons why was because Dad wanted to get me out of Toronto. And also it was within driving distance of my Uncle Jim and they could visit whenever they felt like it. So it was no big deal to wake up in the morning and Dad and Uncle Jim had this silent communication where I'd say, I'd go to bed or Dad would go to bed and he'd go first. And even though we lived in the country, he always locked the doors, right? And he went to bed and he said, don't lock the door. And I went, why? And he goes, Uncle Jim's coming up tonight. I said, when did he call? He said he didn't. And sure and shit, I'd wake up in the morning and my Uncle Jim would be sitting at the table having a cup of tea with my dad, right? They had that. They were lifelong friends. Well, my Uncle Jim passed away just before I got pregnant with Arthur. Okay, that's important. Uncle Jim, I believe, passed away in April. Was it April, Angie, if you're still here? And I conceived Arthur in May. So he's never seen him. Okay. So we're visiting my dad. And I go to the bathroom. And there was a chair in my dad's room, this old, ugly gray chair with nasty vinyl gray-green covering. But it was a useful chair, so he just, left it there in case it came in handy for something. And the bathroom was at the end of the hall. My dad lived in a viceroy. So if I'm standing looking, the bathroom's the last room in the house. And as I walk out of the bathroom, there's a bedroom, there's my dad's room, and there's another bedroom. And then it's a straight shot right to the big patio doors in the deck. Can you boot that one, please? Hi, Kay. So I come out of the bathroom and my son Arthur, at 2 years old, is in his grandfather's bedroom when he knows that's not allowed. He can go in the closets in the hallway, pull out Granddad's boots and clunk around the house in them if he wanted, but you don't go into Granddad's bedroom because Granddad keeps his pills and all that stuff. Well, I found Arthur standing in the bedroom talking to an empty chair. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I said, Arthur, because I learned from my father that you don't make freaky reactions around little children because at that age, they see astonishment or fear as anger. because they haven't got the finer nuances to divide between reading fear in someone's face and reading anger. So I've been schooled really carefully not to show those emotions around my kids if something unusual happens. So he's standing there, and I said, Arthur, what are you doing in Granddad's room? He said, talk to Uncle Jim. And I went, oh, okay, well, you need to come out of Granddad's room in a minute, okay? Don't touch anything. He's okay. And I kept walking. I went down the hall, and I said, now remember, this is the man who made me throw a book away. I said, Dad, Arthur's in your room. And he goes, what's he doing in my room? Apparently talking to, now I had 2 Uncle Jims, but only one was dead. Only one was passed. I said, apparently talking to Uncle Jim? And my dad goes, well, Uncle Jim won't bother him. Won't hurt him. And I went, okay. And just then, before I could say anything else, Arthur come toddling down the hall. He's like 2.5, right? And I go, Arthur, what does Uncle Jim look like? And he pointed to a picture of my dad. And my dad and my Uncle Jim had gone fishing and were in a little 14-foot aluminum boat on Lake Chandos. Or was it Eels Lake? Whatever. They were on a boat, and Dad took a picture of my Uncle Jim at the opposite end of the boat. And there was another picture of that, vice versa. But he went to the picture of Uncle Jim, and he said, him. So when Arthur was in bed that night, I said to Dad, I thought you didn't believe in this stuff. He said, are you kidding? He said, Bev, half of Blanc Avenue, and he's told me this more than once. He said, half of Blanc Avenue was haunted. I said, you mean our house was haunted? And he said, oh, hell yes. I said, wait a second. I don't understand. Because when I wanted to talk about the mystics, you slammed the door shut. I said, but now my son, my 2-year-old, is talking to my uncle who's dead. And that's okay with you. I don't get it. And he said, Bev, I had to protect you. And I said, what do you mean? He said, when little girls make cupboard doors slam when they're angry, society, that frightens society. So I had to put a damper on things long before you were born. That's why, that's why it's never been a topic of discussion in our home. That's why I made you throw away that book. It was too close to home. Arthur doesn't remember that. Maybe he does, but he still has the gift because I have a spirit that walks my hallway here and the hallway downstairs. They overlap each other. And so it kind of floats in between the 2 floors in that hallway. Hallways are really powerful for some reason. And I don't talk about it, but one day Arthur was sleeping on the couch in the family room downstairs. And he had had one too many Monster drinks and he was overtired. And he said to me the next day, he said, Mom, I said, yeah. And he said, I watched someone last night walk across the hall, right, like through one wall and across the hall and through the other. And I went, really? I said, they usually walk up and down the hall. And he said, oh, okay. So it's not anything I got to worry about. No, don't worry about it. But Penny, our little Boston Terrier we used to have, she would do what we call Scooby-Doo. We would go to bed at night and we would be in our bedroom say, come on to bed, Penny. And she'd stand at the end of this hallway here. And she'd go, okay. And then literally like a cartoon, her back feet would go on the shiny floor. And she'd shoot down the hall because she'd never walked down that hallway. Never. Goodness gracious, what? You need to go out? Do you need to go pee-pees? Or do you just want another kiss? You need to go pee. Okay, give me a minute. Let me shut down, okay? I know, I'm coming. So I never really and my kids, because of my own, I said in a second, I got to finish the rest of the story. So when Briar came along, I met a pair of twin sisters. They were mirror twins. One was left-handed, one was right-handed, and they're called mirror twins. And they took me to a psychic fair, and I'm like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. And they said, come on, Bev, Bev, you're so gifted, and you don't even know it. So they treated me. They picked me up, took me to Belleville to a psychic fair, and they had my cards done, my numbers done, my hands done, and I was opened up again. Boom, just like that. So when we moved to Quebec, I started dabbling again. But the thing was I wasn't spiritually mature enough yet. I was open, but I had to know what I was doing. I had to be in the right place, centered spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, or you can introduce shit that you just don't want in your life, right? So that's why I take very care to cleanse cards, cleanse my intention. But once I realized, I shut it down about 18 years ago when I realized I wasn't mature enough mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to do what I was doing. I was way too strong at it. And that's a danger if you don't, So ever since then, like people on our half-acre homestead go, oh, now she's a clairvoyant. And it's like, no, I always was. But 12 years on YouTube has taught me a lot about people. And this was something I had to reintroduce into my life very carefully. That's why it's usually only on Life with the Wolfies. So, I mean, patrons, I live stream unlisted on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We do music and laughing on Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays, we just talk about life, about the hard things. And I read cards for people because they pay for that every month, right? So this is kind of a boom, to my poor patrons because they pay for this normally, right? Hi, been watching you since birth. Her name is Cheyenne. Oh, hi, Cheyenne. Oh, Cheyenne Sparkles. Chrissy, make sure Cheyenne's not within hearing distance, okay? Can I talk to you for a second? Has Cheyenne got light brown to blondish streaky hair? Or is it black? But I'm seeing a child of about 4 who has little pin-light stars floating all around her, almost like microscopic fireflies. She shines. Watch her. She shines. Okay? Make sure you protect that and don't make sure you protect that. Not necessarily the way my father did, but educate yourself. Your daughter is, wow, she's going to be really powerful. Can you get a reading on hi, Junebug. Yes, brown. Okay, she shines. She's a shiner. All right. So your job now is to not necessarily encourage it. She's too young, but don't stomp on it either. And if she starts talking to people that aren't there, or she's trying to catch things, or she has an imaginary friend, just make sure it's a safe imaginary friend. But don't discourage her, but do watch over her, okay? Because she was born in this last decade, and there's a lot of children that have been born in the last 10 years to the next 10 years that are going to be super shiners. They're going to make me look like, I'm going to sit and watch with popcorn. You know what I mean? You learn a lot about how people can be. Absolutely, Carol. Absolutely. Back in the 80s, I moved to Florida. Okay, Felicia, I'm going to do your reading, and then I've got to go put my dog out. She's just had a big drink of water. I can hear it now, and she needs to go pee. All right? But if you, crystal children, indigo children, I don't know what the titles are. I call it shines. She shines. And the reason I know that is because when I was 12 years old, I went to my friend's house and her mother was apparently a white witch. That's the only description they had in those days. But she was clairvoyant and an empath. And when I went to visit her, like stay overnight at her house with my friend, I kept staring at her mom because I kept seeing all those little pinpricks of light. And she said, "What?" And she knew. She knew right away. She said, "Well, what's up, honey? What do you see?" And I said, "You have tiny lights twinkling all around you like a halo, little pinpricks of light, and they're gold." And she said, "Oh, that's my team. It's okay." And I went, she said, "They're my spirit guides. It's okay." And I went, "Really?" And she said, "Sweetheart, you have them too." That's the first time anybody spoke of it from the time I was born that anybody really made a mention of it. So this is for Felicia. That's right. And we need, okay, Felicia, you got one card, the Temptress. Seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. Okay. There's a seductress somewhere in your life, Felicia. It's not necessarily male or female, but there's somebody in your life that is seducing you into a way of thinking that you normally a way of thinking or feeling or perceiving something in a way that you normally wouldn't. And once they're promising you something for love, I promise you, if you just think about it this way, but it's a broken promise. Do you understand that? It's a broken promise, Felicia. Don't go down that path with this person. All right? If it feels too good to be true, or if they're way too eager to get you to look at it, then there's something wrong. Listen to your intuition, okay? All right. No, I can't do any more cards. This is the most cards I have done in one sitting in many ever. Okay. So I have to let go. But if you're a patron, I do live streams on Monday, Wednesday, and we do Freaky Friday, and I do cards for free. And patrons only pay $5 a month. $5 a month American, $7 a month Canadian. Someone said it's about the price of a fancy Starbucks a month, right? So I'm going to let you guys go. I want to close with some spiritual good energy, okay? So let's do this. Let's take a nice deep breath, and I'm going to connect with my faith. I call my faith God, source of all. You connect with yours if you choose. If you don't want to choose, if you don't want to be a part of the light circle, that's okay too, right? So for all those who care to, please help me close with a push of light to each other and to the world. Because when we push out light, it pushes back the darkness, correct? Right? Nothing darkness hates more than being illuminated. Okay, so I'm coming, Gracie, but I won't be impatient. And don't forget, share this video and share the video link in the description box below this video across all social media, asking folks to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers today so that I can continue to stream this week for my patrons. I'm not asking for money or anything. I'm just asking for that channel to get to 1,000 subscribers. Last count, I think it was at 467. Thank you, Chrissy. All right. Hey, God, source of all, creator of everything, including Christ, whom you gave us to teach us the importance of pure love. Wow, God, we've had a really busy run today, and I don't normally do this on this channel. It's usually on Life with the Wolfies. So, but it's been a wonderful experience. I know that I'm going in the right direction, God. Now, God, we are going to link everybody who stays here we're going to link hearts and link hands, and we're going to make a big ring across the world. And we're going to ask you, God, I'm asking you, my friends are asking you in their own way. We're going to ask you to flood us with your divine light of love. So flood us that we become invisible in the light, and we become just a big, beaming, pulsing ring of light that as human beings we cannot contain, and we push that light out, and it creates thousands of divine light flares that mark the sky and bring it almost daylight, so that those who are struggling can find a place of rest in the light until they pick up their own light and walk on. But most of all, God, we want that light to push back at the darkness that threatens us from social media, mainstream media, from hate, and all the negative things that are going on in the world. We want to push that back. And we lift up all the people that are suffering, alone, neglected, rejected, addicted, sick, afraid, anxious. And we give those people into your care, God, with all the love we can muster, while we support each other in your light. Yes, thank you. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part, blessed be. Walk in the light of God. Whatever your connection to your faith is, know that when we join hearts and hands, we just power each other up all the more to do good and wonderful things. May we go forward for the rest of the day in light, love, patience, and tolerance. There's a lot of wounded people out there and a lot of angry people out there. And it's up to us to be the guiding light of patience, love, and tolerance to help them see through the darkness. Okay? Take care and God bless. And don't forget, share this live. Share the channel below across social media, please, asking, can I get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the day? And know that if you want readings once or twice a week, or you want to hang out with us on Fridays and listen to music and dance and, right? We're here too for that. But that's for patrons only. This was a special circumstance. And once the cards were calling to me, I couldn't stop, right? Take care. God bless. I love you guys. And thank you so much for helping me see my path forward more clearly. Take care. God bless.